Good morning. So we are going to talk about pattern drafting as a lesson. So let's start off by the definition of terms. You're going to hear me talk about some terms that I'm going to help in defining them. For example, you hear me talk about a pattern, of which a pattern is a precise layout typically made from paper or a similar material that acts as a guide for cutting fabric pieces that will be sewn together to form a garment. Okay. Also, we are going to hear me talk about drafting, of which drafting is the process of transforming a bunch of measurements into a flat pattern on paper that will eventually become a 3D garment. Also, we're going to talk about pattern drafting, of which pattern drafting is the creation of custom patterns for clothing and other textile products. So it provides students with skills and knowledge needed to create custom patterns for clothing and other textile products, allowing them to bring their design ideas to life with precision and accuracy. Here, students are able to learn how to take measurements. The second thing is to draft pattern blocks. That thing is to manipulate these patterns for different styles and design, and also to create patterns for garments from scratch. So generally, pattern drafting, it involves the understanding of garment construction, the body proportion, and how to translate these ideas into wearable garments. Also, you'll hear me talk about a blueprint. So a blueprint is not common as a pattern, which is actual technical drawing used to create a garment. Okay, so a blueprint, an example of a blueprint is like this one that you have here is the form of a trouser. So here you're going to use this block to transfer it to your fabric, and then you're going to cut out the pieces. Okay. So we're also going to talk about the pattern pieces. Alright. So in our pattern pieces, these are individual components that make up a sewing pattern. So they are typically made from paper. Also they can be made from the cardboard and also from the interfacing, and they represent the different parts of garment that need to be cut from a fabric. So the number of pattern pieces will vary depending on the design of the garment. For my example here, I've used the t-shirt design. Okay, in the t-shirt design, you'll find pattern pieces like the front bodice. Okay, which is like this one here. We have the back bodice, the one that we have here. We have sleeves for the left side and for the right side. We also have some shirts. We can see the t-shirts, they have the collar and a neckline, but to some they don't have. So that's why I've said it's optional. For some that have, you can put the collar. For those that don't have, there's no necessity for putting up the collar. Okay, so let's continue. So like here,
Alafu
you can see this
niliganirwo
lady
ni
here
mwarimu
is
atwirire
putting on a
andike
skirt
lesson plan
and a
riu ĩyo nĩ lesson
bodice.
plan
Okay, the
na
blouse that we are
nĩwandĩka
calling
no
the
kĩambia
bodice.
kĩrathi
So
nĩkĩo
for the
igua
front
ndambia
view, we
ndamera
can
in our
see it
last
here,
class
and for the
tondũ
back view,
wambagia
we
na
can see it
kũmaririkana
over
kĩrĩa
here. So
wamabundithirie
let us get
alafu
the
okorwo no
details
wamaheire assignment
about the
ũkamĩarĩrĩria
front
alafu
view. From
ũgabundithia
here,
na
you
no
can
nginya
see it
ũheane
has a
assignment
front bodice
na
that
ũrie
you can see
ciũria
over
ndũndaigua nĩ
here,
ngĩũrio
and for the back, you can see the design of it. The pattern piece
Retro
is like this one here. We have the sleeve pattern piece that you can see over here. We also have the waistband that you can see here as a strap. We also have the front skirt pattern piece that you can see eventually what it will become. Also we have the back
no
that you
nĩ
can also see here,
ũthĩrire
alright? So
twĩtirie
we
tondũ
have some
mwarimũ
information that
nĩ
help
ũkũigua
us
na ũrĩa
in the
ũrabundithia
cutting
tondũ
out
nĩ
our
ũrandĩkire
pattern
session
piece.
plan
For
tondũ
example, we have the
gũbundithia to
green line.
gũbundithia
So it
no
is
nginya
indicated by an
mwarimũ
arrow that you
ũria
can see here, alright?
ũmaririkane
This
kĩrĩa
line, it
mwathomire
represents the direction of the thread in the woven fabric.
rĩu
So it is very
nĩ yakwa
important to pay
ndarikodi
attention
kando
to it when laying out
rĩu
your
ĩno
fabric
gĩkĩ rĩu nĩ kĩrathi
skirt
gĩakwa
because it ensures the
ndarikodi
fabric
kando
drapes and behaves correctly
o
on
mũndũ
the
aragĩcambia
body.
kĩwĩra
We
wake
also have
rĩu
the
ndarĩkia
notches that
ndikũmũtũmĩra
are diamond
assignment ĩno
shaped or
yake
on others can be triangular shaped. So they indicate where you are supposed to match up the pattern pieces so that they can fit them together. Also, we have information like the button and the buttonhole. Like here, you can see this is an example of a buttonhole, alright? And here is the button. On the horizontal side, you can see it over here, the buttonhole, and then here is the button. We also have darts, of which they can be shown as diamond shaped. or as two lines spreading out in on a constrict point. So that lines, they have dots on them that you can see over here. Okay, they help you when you're stitching. Like for example, here we have a dash that is called a single pointed dash. Then here we have a double pointed dash. Okay, so we have another information that is called the cutting length. So when you are cutting length, you first start by cutting the paper. Alright, before you go to the fabric. Okay, so as you can see here, we have our scissors and we have our fabric. We also have another information that is very helpful that is called place on fold. Okay, so here it shows where to position the edge of the pattern piece. Alright, on fold of the garment. So allowing you to cut the piece of fabric that is twice as large as the pattern piece. Because the pattern piece we have said is just a representation. So because other fabrics are so big, so you just have to fold your fabric and then you're going to place your detail there that is on fold. Okay, we also have the pattern piece here. They give us the information of how to know if the fabric is on the right side or the wrong side. If it requires a lining, alright, and then interlining. We also have information for the tags and the gathers. They give us information of where they indicate where the gathers or the tags will be found. Okay, let's continue. We have here, these are pattern piece blocks. Okay, we have for the bodice, we have for the sleeves. Alright, and some tools that we're going to talk about. So like here we have the tools that are required when you are pattern drafting. Okay, there are two types of tools for the categories. The first
ndarĩrĩria kĩrathi kĩu kĩngĩ network
about a large table that is used to help us when spreading out our pattern paper or for placing our drafting tools. Okay, we also have the pattern paper that comes in various weights and sizes. So here you choose a paper that is strong enough to handle and manipulate, but it is not big that it will give you difficulty in your cutting. Okay, we also have a straight edge. This is a ruler that is very long, alright, and it helps with straight edge. And you can get your straight lines. You can choose either a metal ruler, a yardstick, or an acrylic ruler. Okay, we have curved rulers. Okay, that comes in various shapes. The first one is the French curve. We also have the hip curves that helps when you're carving the hip. Alright, in our indications when you are drafting. We also have the armhole that helps in the arm cycle or the armhole curves. Okay, they are used for creating smooth curved lines on your patterns. We also have the tailor's top and pencils. For the tailor's top, it is good because it can brush away after you have marked. Okay, but for the pencils, it is required because it needs precise marking. Here we also need the scissors. Okay, it should be sharp. Okay, focusing out your pattern. You also have other types of scissors that are called the pinking shears. That is very helpful to help in preventing your fabric from fraying. You also require a tape measure that is soft.
Wandĩke ũkũhũthĩra teaching method nĩ nyingĩ rĩu online class no ũtarĩ na nyingĩ no physical class no twacoka tondũ nĩtũgathomithia andũ me kĩrathi na ũrecord ũpost mwarimũ akarora maũndũ macio mothe kana wahũthĩra nyamũ icio mũkoretwo mũgĩbundithio rĩu ũguo nĩguo gĩaga marks.
Okay, we have the hip curve. Alright, we have the armhole curve that we are from talking about when you are curving around your arm cycle. We have the compass that are very helpful when creating circles, the curved shape, for example, the necklines and our collars. We have the grading ruler that helps when you want to increase or decrease the size of the pattern is this.
Mwalimu
For
ũyũ wa
example, if your garment or your pattern piece is size 12, if you want to decrease it to size 10, you're going to use the grading ruler. If you want to increase it to size 14, you're also going to use the grading ruler. They have the pattern noter, alright? That is a small tool that is used to create notches on our pattern pieces for marking alignment of points. So this is what I'm talking about. This is a craft paper that in a layman's language we say it's a brown paper. Alright, so here we have the L square ruler that you see here. They come in different shapes, okay?
Nä ä rä a ya må ico
Here we have the hip
nä
up.
ithathatå
Also
nä
they
må
vary.
ithathatå
We have the
podcast
two
å
types
kerikondo
here.
kä
We
ario
have
kä ario
the one that is deep size
ningä rä
and
u
the one
ä no
that
ä
is
tondå nä
dark
rabatara
shallow.
å bå
Here we
kä
have
rathi
the French
nä
cup,
kä
okay?
ndirakorwo
Here you can see
itekä
some
te
pencils.
nona å kamba å
We have
gathondeka
some
no
erasers that you can
ũracia
see
kä
here.
rathi
We also have the
rĩu aracia
measuring
gatä kä rathi
tape,
kariko
alright? We also
rĩu å thiä
have
å post
some rulers
youtube
here, the plastic,
yaku
the clear plastic
arabu
ruler,
å tå me video ä
tracing
yo
wheel,
kuma youtube
okay?
nä kå rä
This is
link ä
what I'm
hũthagä
talking
rwo
about when I'm saying
å tå me
about
link ä yo
the
rĩu
notcher
ä yo
and
nä å
the
gå submit ra
hole, okay?
mwarimũ
So
rĩu
after we have
click
done
nĩ
pattern
kũmũtwara youtube
drafting,
one
you
wĩra
may
wake
come and ask yourself, why am I
Tuge
studying
ĩno nĩyo ya
pattern
mũico
drafting? So in
twacambĩtie
our
nĩ
next
ndĩrĩ
session, we're going
twarekania
to
na
talk
wĩra
about
wa
the
semester
careers.
ĩno
After I finish the
na
pattern
deadline
drafting
nĩ
course,
March 31
what
rĩu andũ
careers
marona
can
mena
I
time na
do?
gũtirĩ
For
time mena
example,
wĩra ũyũ
like here, we're talking about the careers. You can become an apparel pattern marker, okay? So these are professionals, okay, in the garment industry. So their work is to create patterns for clothing based on the design sketches and specifications. So they may also be responsible for grading patterns, just to create different sizes, making prototypes, and ensuring they fit and the functionality of the garment. You can also become a fashion designer, okay? Okay, on the creative side of the garment design. So here it will allow you to transform the ideas, okay, of people or your customers into a functional garment and communicate the designs effectively to the pattern markers that we have talked about here, alright, and sample markers. We have technical designer. You can also become a technical designer who acts as a bridge between the creative designer and the pattern marker. They translate the sketches and design concepts into technical drawings and the specifications that pattern markers can use to create patterns. They may also be involved in selecting materials, creating prototypes, and ensuring the garment meets the quality standards, okay? You can also become a tailor, but in educated term we call them the custom clothier, alright? So for the custom clothier or the tailor, they create the garments for individual clients, taking into account their specific measurements and preferences. Then strong pattern drafting skills are essential for creating well-fitting and custom-made clothing. You can also become a costume
arandĩka tu indo nyingĩ areka nona niĩ ndarĩkia nganeana ngauma rĩu we arauma wa mũico nginya ndamũragia kareke gĩkĩ ũrandĩka kĩgeranio namenya arimũ matwĩrire matirenda story nyingĩ we bora tu wena the right answer nĩegũkũhĩtũkia tiga kũmwĩra maũndũ maingĩ rĩu nona hena different yake nĩ ndaihu na ndanabuata criteria ya mwarimũ yakwa ti ndaihu ũguo no nĩ ndahũthĩra ciũria.
Everybody, bye.